Welcome to ScareFest. If you can't stand without hitting a light, scream and welcome. We're going to go through this. Rose Mcgowan. Marley Shelton. Jeff Brockton. Roger Jackson. Jamie Kennedy. Skeet. Lillard. And I do not have any wireless mics. I am so sorry. But believe me, you'll be able to sit, and then Matthew will maybe be here in a few minutes. We're working on that. Please, everyone, have a seat! All right. Really quick. Who needed water? Yeah, who needed water real quick? Skeet.
I got some here.
We got some. All right, yeah, we have the whole thing over here. Before we get started, I have something to do really quick. I would like to welcome my friends to the stage. If you could give a big round of applause for somebody named Avery. Avery, come up here on the stage right now. Avery is my new 11-year-old friend. We're going to bring her out. And what we're going to do is do a group photo with Avery really quick. All right. Jonathan, if you get down, if we can get a really good one right around here, just give us 1 second. Avery, who was the terrible parent that let you watch Scream so young? Dad, he makes me look like a good dad, and that's hard. Let's give it up. Everybody say, we love you, Avery! Well, Avery, you can hang out if you want to. I don't know. It's about to get jacked up here. Just go down and have a seat, Avery.
Hey, everybody. First of all, we like to take this opportunity, thank you, by the way, for being here. To extend our gratitude to each and every one of you for being here, for taking your time out of your lives, out of your days, money out of your pockets, obviously. We cannot thank you enough for what you do for all of us, what you give to us. Our lives as artists for Commerce are up and down, and you really do help feed our families, and it means the world to us. The love you share for us, we try and give back to you. So thank you, thank yourselves, and we appreciate you. I usually have a wireless mic to come out there, but I pulled as much cable as I can out from under the stage, and I will be your mic to come ask questions.
Hey, one of us is better looking than the other.
Well, if you want to do it then.
No. I'm going to take a nap.
Perfect. So who wants to start off? Who has a question? Oh. All right. Wow, this row is so full. All right. Let me see how much cable I have. Try not to strangle anybody other than myself. Because I like shit like that. Yeah, can you come a little closer? Because it's hard to get exactly there.
What'd she say?
All right, you got a really good question. You have amazing lipstick, by the way. Oh.
Amy. Okay, so we all know that the Scary Movie franchise was birthed from Scream. So with that being said, what's your favorite Scary Movie?
Ooh. You know, initially this script was called Scary Movie. When we got it and we started, trying to be a part of it, it was Scary Movie, which was badass. Mine is, forever it was The Exorcism of Emily Rose, but recently I saw When Evil Lurks. Has anybody seen that yet? Oh my God, man, that is a crazy movie. Have you seen it?
No, I actually meant from the Scary Movie franchise.
Oh, from that? Well, the first one. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. You guys, any comments? No? First one? All right. Who else?
Hi.
Hi.
Sorry, I'm totally panicking. So this movie means so much to so many people, and I'm sure you guys have had so many really awesome experiences. I just want to know, either from filming or post-production or fan encounters, what do you think is your most special Scream-related moment?
Oh, wow. Who wants to start with that? I mean, I have some, but if I could jump in.
I got to make Courtney Cox cry.
Hey, let's get that right over there for you. There you go.
I got to make Courtney Cox cry. Microphone. It's not working. Microphone. I got to.
Jeff got to make Courtney Cox cry.
Yeah, it's Scream 3. Actually, she jumps up on the bed and throws a vase at my head, and the vase wouldn't break. And Wes was really upset about that, but real blood was coming out of the costume, so she started crying, and she wasn't happy about that. So, but anyway,
She was mad you called it a vase.
Yeah.
So the fifth one finally broke and it all worked out, but Wes was really cool about it, and she stopped crying, so it was all good.
Wait, so Jeff, Courtney broke a vase
Yes, on my head.
on your head
Yes,
that didn't break?
correct.
You know she's got those Friends residuals, right? I'm saying.
Yeah. There's a lawsuit boiling. Yeah.
I want to see. I'm saying.
Don't be hating.
I'm saying. Yeah, player. Well, we gonna have fun. We gonna have fun. Can we have more people in this room? It's not tight enough. This feels like Skeet's hot tub. Hey! Too far! That's too far. Stop it.
I don't know. I think for me, certainly the filming was incredible, and the camaraderie we all developed really sort of after hours, if you will, which was really 6 in the morning for us because a lot of it was shot at night. The bonding experiences we had and stuff are what are kind of at the forefront of my mind. But aside from that, and more recent, is really experiences I have with you guys. And sometimes there's a moment with someone that you can tell, we're all outsiders. By the way, we're all the weirdos. So we get it and we love you guys because we feel like you. And there's sometimes a moment where a kid comes up and seems a little lost or whatever, that a 5-minute exchange, you can see a spark plug go on in their mind.
Okay. Are you ready? Shrink, shrink, blinkety blink. You guys don't know this one? Trying to make me think. Want to go to the sink and vomit. Clean it up with comet. Earth is my planet. All right, 4 of you guys know that rap. I guess God didn't spend extra time on my rapping skill. Can I just say?
I don't know that guy, but apparently you guys like him. I don't have a wireless map, but I found a lot of extra cables. So if you wanna...
God spent extra time on that too.
Who we got? Can you meet me halfway, bro? Let me see if I can get it. Oh, sorry, buddy.
Oh, look who it is! He is from Paris. He got all the way here from Paris.
He did. I've been studying French, so we got to talk a little bit in French. No, you...
Ça va?
Ça va? Ça va bien?
Tu passes un bon week-end?
Ah, bon weekend. Yeah, I get very...
So, hi everyone, and here's my question. So it's going back to the first screen, and it's for Matthew, you, Jamie, and Rose. I remember, I remember, Matthew, in a recent interview, you mentioned how difficult it was for you to work on the third season of Twin Peaks. You had problems sort of like tackling the role because it was probably complicated if you had a great supporting role in the third season. And that was a lot of pressure. And going back to the first screen, I'm just wondering what was the kind of pressure that you guys had on your shoulders, knowing that you were pretty much at the beginning of your career. Rose had starred in a widely acclaimed movie like a year before, I believe. So she was already like some kind of a recognized actress. But I don't know about Jamie, Matthew, and you, Skeet.
Bro, you're giving her arms a workout.
So, and I only know that Matthew starred in Ghoulies 3 that I almost finished, but it was a lot of fun. So yeah,
What was the pressure like? What was that? Matt, you want to start? You want to join us?
Hi. I don't think there's a lot of pressure. I mean, you have to understand, this was not a moment where anyone thought 30 years later we'd be celebrating the film, right? It's a horror movie, and that just doesn't happen. This is a once-in-a-lifetime sort of experience. But this franchise has been incredibly blessed by the talents of Wes Craven, who took it for a long stretch and made it as iconic as it is. But in the moment, you don't realize you're in anything else other than another piece of work. And to be fair, no actor sets out to make an iconic film, right? You are hopefully a part of something that people see, and we're just very blessed that people still care. That's the truth for me.
Yeah, I sort of feel like the pressure was in delivering the scene. You know, there wasn't really any pressure other than the pressure we applied to what's required of the material. And honestly, I think for most of us, I won't speak for Rose and Jamie, but I do feel like we kind of forget that people will even see it when you get lost in the moment of the making of it. And so the pressure is really in.
Grateful for you guys showing up at our tables, waiting in lines, and then giving us your hard-earned money. We hope that the transaction is a two-way transaction, that you feel our appreciation as deeply as we appreciate these moments. But the reality is that this has been a joy. This has been like a gift to us, is that we're together like all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was joking. Two more? Thank you, honey. Oh, thank you.
All right, we got time for two more. I know I have to be the bad guy.
Hang on, let me get over there close. And bring my wireless mic over there. Excuse the wire of my wireless mic.
Hi everyone. What was it like to work with the late great Wes Craven?
Oh yeah. Oh, you spent a lot more time. You guys have spent a lot more time with him. But he was kind of everything in a way. I mean, he was the most gentle man. He was the most knowledgeable man about a wide variety of topics. So, and I think he was just fascinating. There were so many aspects of his life that were just so interesting and compelling to get to know him a little bit as a person outside of his work as a director. I think the unique thing about Scream was he knew, and kind of what he was playing with was the idea that if he could get an audience laughing, he opened you up emotionally enough to scare the shit out of you. And it's just a fascinating idea that comes from his understanding of psychology. He chose colors for Freddy that were researched as to why he chose those colors. And so he was just an amazing man. And later, I worked with him later on a movie after Scream, and he had open heart surgery by that point, which I had, so we were communing about that. He had become an avid woodworker, which I had been during that time, and so it just seemed like he was always exploring life, and he was an amazing man, a really amazing man.
Anybody else have anything? If not, last question.
The Prater!
They're right here, and I'm tired.
Thank you.
I've always wanted to know, was it real when you hit Matt with the phone?
Matt, was it real?
That is not the last question. It was, yeah. He threw the phone at me, and he's a dick.
You got one? You got one to close it out with? Okay.
So if you could pick any movie, like if you didn't start with Scream kind of thing, if any horror movie all the way back to like Nosferatu even, which one would you want to like start in?
Let's do that. You want to start here and move down so we get everybody, please? Yeah.
Psycho.
Oh!
Hitchcock Blonde. Oh my gosh, Janet Lee. Oh, yeah.
You would have been a perfect Mary Crane. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. You just made my week. You've been an amazing Marion Crane. I probably would have also said Psycho, except for I would want to probably be the guy, Anthony Perkins. I would want to be Norman Bates. And then with short brown hair, I could have done it.
That's tough for stunt guys. There's so many of them, but The Shining was something like that. It's a lot of fun stuff.
Mad Love with Peter Lorre. I want to sew the hands of a knife murderer onto a concert pianist and take his life away from him.
Wait, we can't be in Scream? That's the rule, this is hard. Honestly, I'm gonna just say this, and you don't think of it. Jaws. Richard Dreyfuss, that was an incredible role.
Showgirls isn't an option, right? You guys know me, I'm a classics guy, so I'm taking it back to black and white Universal monsters. Anything in that genre, I'd love to play like some Karloff stuff, that'd be really cool.
So I recently worked with a guy by the name of Mike Flanagan. We did a movie called Life of Chuck, which is not a horror film based on a Stephen King movie, a short story. If I had to choose anything, I would work with Mike Flanagan for the rest of my life.
I'm gonna go with,
Can we ask Avery?
yeah, let's ask Avery. Hey, who would you be?
No pressure. Whatever they got.
I'd probably say Jaws too.
Why?
Watch people get eaten by sharks.
He's trying to do that.
Yeah, okay.
I think I'd go with Here's Johnny.
And with that, please give them a round of applause. We're going to go back to the car. Thank you so much to the Scream family. Like the
And to support what you love to do, but just keep doing it. And don't think you haven't achieved something because Hollywood tells you differently. Again, keep doing what you love and never look back. And you never know what'll happen.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we got time for maybe 2 or 3 more questions.
And then we're done, bro? Star Trek coming in? Halloween?
I got to go put on my Klingon outfit.
First of all, thank you guys for taking the time out of your busy lives to come talk to us and listen to us. And, super rad. My question is, if you could go back in the franchise and save somebody, whose steps would you change?
Randy!
Keeping in mind that you lose and justice for Tatum.
Not Randy. How about Dewey?
This, I just have to say one thing. I never remember having sex. Why am I dead? You ready?
So were you and Matt friends before or after Scream?
Neither. Why don't you show your face?
I will say, can I say real quick, is that one of the great things about this whole experience for us is that we get to spend a lot of time together, and this is like a family. So we travel to these cons. These cons have changed our lives, right? So you have to understand that there's all this time in between work that we don't get paid, right? And so much of our life is waiting for somebody else to give us the permission to do what we do best. And it's a brutal life. It's brutal. So you have to understand that these cons are life-changing for the people at these conventions, us included. So we are so grateful for you guys showing up at our tables, waiting in lines, and then giving us your hard-earned money. We hope that the transaction is a two-way transaction, that you feel our appreciation as deeply as we appreciate these moments. But so there was a time in, and some of you probably know this, but there was, when they were doing Scream 3, they had written a version of the film where Stu comes back and was running high school killers from prison. And then unfortunately the tragedy of Columbine High School happened, and they rightly so changed the entire script. But in the zeitgeist, it has been available before, and the last two movies, they are full of Easter eggs. So look, the reality is that I would love to come back if it makes sense for this franchise. If they found a great way to do it, I think it'd be super fun. But the franchise does not need Stu. That's
Yes,
for
it
sure.
does.
Not need Stu. I assure you, it's gonna do just fine without going find out. I think it's made like $1 billion. I think it's fine.
Matt, she's coming just for the hug competition, so get your hug ready.
Security.
This feels very sweaty.
It looks like. Oh, she got a 2 for 1.
He wins.
What about Rose and I?
All right. Well, he wooed you. That's you guys got married in that moment. All right. Let me see. Okay. Here we go.
Oh, wow. Great. Knowing what you know now, acting-wise, would you have prepared pre-production or acting-wise differently for your role?
Would you have not sucked?
It's impossible. I don't know. That's hard to. I mean, I think you are what you are in that moment, and it's hard to look back and want to change anything. To be honest, I know what you mean, and there's definitely. I think I'm better now, but I don't think I would have changed it. It's part of the experience. It was part of it. So I wouldn't have changed anything.
I think they were like, you two together was like Wimbledon tennis, like the highest level people, you and Stu batting back and forth. I can't think of one thing personally in your performances that could be better.
Thank you. Let me see, should I hit this side too?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a question?
How did you all get into acting?
Oh. Lee?
Wow. So,
know, as a stuntman first, I love being a stuntman. I'll always be a stunt guy first. And as a stuntman, and Jeff will chime in on this, is that we get to play a lot of parts and get, you know, beat up or killed or something like that real quick. It's like this guy that shows up on Star Trek back in the day with the red jersey thing on. He knew he was gonna die. But he had to throw a couple lines and get tased, and off, you know, off the cosmos he went. So as a stunt guy, I had the physical skills, but then we had to learn the acting skills. So we had the ability to do these bit parts, or what would be like an indie, nondescript parts. And so as a byproduct of being a stunt guy, I studied acting. So it would expand my repertoire so I could do more work and get better parts. I think it's different for everybody, and I won't speak, but how many of you are artists in the room of some sort? Singers, writers, you draw, you're painters, actors? It's something we talk about at these things all the time, or something I like to mention is that, you know, the real success in your life is finding what you love to do. And I think when we all found it and found what we love to do, we just never wanted to stop doing it. And so if you find that thing, don't hold Hollywood as the measure of success or whatever your medium is, that there's some level out there that you haven't reached. You found success already. Just never stop doing it. Sometimes you have to have other jobs, kind of what this is for us at times, and to support what you love to do, but just keep doing it. And don't think you haven't achieved something because Hollywood tells you differently. That's, you know,